Delete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The balance of power in West Africa is changing fast, and recent events in Mali have brought this fight into the open. Russia's foreign minister has directly accused Ukraine and Western countries of stepping into the fight. In Mali, a senior Russian official named Natoly Bakin claims that Ukraine military advisors are working right now on the ground in Mali, in northern Mali. He says these advisors are hiding in dangerous border areas where rebel groups and fighters operate. These are serious accusations. Russia claims that Ukraine is actively helping these rebel groups fight. According to Moscow, Ukrainian advisors are teaching them how to fly combat drones, how to shoot down other drones, and how to use advanced weapons. On top of that, Russia says guns and weapons made in Ukraine, France, and other Western countries are being shipped straight to these dangerous groups. In Bamako, the capital of Mali, local leaders reacted quickly and angrily. Mali's Defense and Security Commission strongly condemned both France and Ukraine, saying foreign countries are actively trying to destroy Mali's peace. Malian lawmakers claim that major attacks by rebels, like the attempt to invade the key military base in Kati, were not planned by locals alone. Instead, they say these attacks were planned inside the French presidential palace with the help of the Ukrainian spies. They pointed to earlier statements made by a Ukrainian spokesperson as proof that outside countries are backing these TT groups to attack Mali or the AES. Mali's leaders made it clear that they are done working with their own Western partners. They accused France of trying to control Africa again and warned that any outside nation trying to mess with Mali will face serious trouble. To back up these words, the Malian military and its Russian allies promised to fight back with full force against any foreign-backed attack.
Paris and Kiev are involved in terrorist attacks. In Mali, from intelligence to training, let's go through the supply of modern weapons. Such are the examples cited by the Department of Foreign Affairs. These attempts at destabilization have once again been convicted by Bamako. We find that military advisors, Ukrainians, are present on Malian territory. It is mainly a support in the use of drones and in the fight against drones. There is also one cooperation in the delivery of Ukrainian weapons, French and Western general, to terrorists. Military advisors, Ukrainians, are present on the sovereign territory of northern Mali, where the Tuaregs are located, as well as other areas where jihadists operate, where they are trained in the use of modern weapons, both Ukrainian and Western made. This news has caused outrage in Bamako. The Defense Commission, Security and Protection of the National Transitional Council, which serves as the office of the National Assembly under the transition, condemns this act and reminds Paris is tantamount to order. I think this person is responsible. It remains not to be mistaken because for a long time we have seen the preparations to be able to conduct one attack of such in Virgil brought more 12,500 rebels on the territory, Malian, and be able to infiltrate the city. Cathy Garrison must know well the region. It is necessary to know well the cartography even of Mali and the population of Mali all around on the ground. We have testimonies anyway that prove that this operation was organized, fomented even within the Élysée, and that they used substitutes, Ukrainian intelligence. I think we can refer even to the spokesperson for Ukrainian intelligence, Andrei Yusov, who flattered himself in the past to be responsible for crimes committed on Malian territory. So we are sure that France is behind all this. France has not let its guard down. She still continues to try to establish Mali. Beyond convictions on behalf of the Malian authorities, the parliamentarian launched one attack on France. And Ukraine, he promised them one proportional response of the Malian army and its partners, from Africa to of the Russian army, to any attack on Mali. And we have always strongly condemned the desires neoists from France to return to Africa. And we will fight it and denounce this at every turn. These two countries first, we have never mixed in their inner affairs. Call them to order. I think it would even be a waste of time. What we can do is to destroy them, that every time they try to attack Mali, they will bite the layer. I think it's the answer that can bring them back to reason in its revelation. The Russian official has also estimated that thanks to the actions of Russian partners, the situation was evolving in a positive way. For him, the second, diplomacy between Algiers and Bamako will also contribute to ease tensions in border regions.
At the same time, things might be getting a little calmer on the diplomatic side as relations between Mali and neighboring Algeria are starting to improve, as foreign nations turn West Africa into a playground for their own fights. Mali's government is standing firm. Anyone who tries to attack their land will face a heavy price on the battlefield. Go is a problem. Africa is a poor nation. Africans are depending on you. Without your aid, African countries cannot survive. Then when finally the African says enough is enough, you have spent a lot of your taxpayers' money on us. So please, this is the time your economy and your people deserve the best of everything. Go and let us be, so we can also struggle to make it in life. Then they say there's a problem. They say they don't understand why Africa is asking them to leave. But you preach to the whole world how we are poor, how you are supporting us. Is it by force that you must continue to support Africa? You used to give to us for free. Now we are saying that we don't want free things. We want to do it the hard way. When these leaders took office in 2020, 2023, you are telling us that they couldn't survive for even 6 months. We saw the reports that were written about these our leaders. Finally, they made it. Finally, they made it. Things have changed. And then they say they don't understand why Africa must be on its own. Like one member of them said it in the European Parliament. They are not in Africa because they want Africa to move forward. They are not here because they love us. They are here because of their own personal gain. They are here because of the cheap resources, the oil, the gold, the diamond. You want to train us. You were here for over 10 years. The TT expanded, they grew and became more powerful. Now, we want our military to fight. We don't want your people to come and lose their lives, nor get injured for trying to save the black person. And people still said they will not go. Yet you can sack us away from your continent, your countries, and nothing happens. But when the African says leave, it becomes a problem. People don't want to find another plan B to survive on. You love us so much. Yes, we understand that you love us. And that is why Niger was living in total darkness. And all of you were living in better light. You understand? You love us. We understand the love you have for us. That you take our uranium or buy it, 0.80. Then you go to the world market and sell it at 200 euros per kilo. You love us. So we say, with looking at the small history, asking us to save our money in your own central bank. And when we need our money, we now have to pay interest on that money. We said, yes, it's because you love us. You know, when we keep it here, we can't manage it. So it's good that you are keeping this money in your central bank. That when we come for it, we still pay for interest. So we said that love. You know, a child must learn how to walk. And when the child finally knows how to walk, the child must walk on his or her own. That was why Captain Ibrahim Traore said, we are no longer kids, but we need people to hold our hands to cross the road. We do not want masters anymore. You have taught us enough. We have learned enough from you. So let us also practice things on our own. Let's make our own mistakes and stand. Because the child learns how to walk fall, rise, and finally the child becomes a master. We all learned how to walk before today we can run. And people say they don't understand that. That language is ambiguous, so they will not go. They don't want to leave us. But Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, the leaders are saying that any nation that will try them, they will crush that nation. This is no longer the Africa they used to know, where we are timid. This is a new Africa, a new dawn. Things have changed. And the leaders in Africa, the true leaders of Africa, in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, are ready to defend their people, defend their resources. The resources must be used for the people. We understand why we should be poor for other people to enjoy. But the time has come whereby the leaders are saying that these things belong to the people. Nature gave to them. And for that matter, they must enjoy. So people must find plan B because the leaders are ready to go to any length to protect us. These are the African leaders speaking. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Mali.